You're listening to the Hockey Podcast Network. New shows every day. Find us at thehockeypodcastnetwork.com or wherever you get your podcasts from.
Hi everybody, welcome to some breaking news episode of Red Wings Rant, where tirades and impassioned pleas for your Detroit Red Wings finally have a home. And someone has a home for 3 years now, that's right. It's Filip Zadina. Let's see if I can pull this in while I'm talking. But Filip Zadina signs with the Detroit Red Wings, 3 years, $1.825 million AAV. I gotta say, guys, I'm a huge fan of this. I think this is beautiful. This is something that I think works for the Detroit Red Wings. This is a super small number. For Filip Zadina, I think a couple people have already been talking about, like, now he's got some security. He's got 3 years. If anything, like, Zadina could have just the smallest positive uptick in production from what he's had over the last couple of years. And this contract will be absolutely incredible for the Detroit Red Wings and the Yzerplan. Length of the deal doesn't matter. The longer you go into this contract, the more likely that whole salary cap situation gets figured out and it starts to increase. We do know that we're still in the frozen cap era, but that will come to an end soon enough. And that number's so tiny and small, it's not going to hurt anything. And if you want to move Zadina, if he's not happy with what's going on, with maybe how the teams go, whatever. We don't even need to talk about that. But it would be an easy contract to move. But at this point, I mean, why move it? You're looking at a guy who has all the space in the world to improve. All he can do is go up. He can't really go down from where he's been. I mean, it's just, we were talking like injuries or something, but we don't want to get in that conversation right now. This is good. Good news for Filip Zadina. Good news for the Detroit Red Wings. Another great move from Steve Yzerman. Anybody who's worried about this, all I can say, even if you don't believe me, is that this number is so small, it will not affect this team in any way that's negative. I mean, honestly, like, if Zadina's signing this contract, he's happy. We know that, again, I don't know. Do I need to go deeper into the fact that this number is so low and that it's so movable and that everything seems to be thumbs up from the Detroit Red Wings on this? And, a little bit of security for Zadina. I think, ultimately he would have liked a higher number, but what in regards to his production suggests that it should be any higher than where it is. So, we haven't been completely thrilled with a production level, but this gives him more space too to be whatever player is going to be the most successful Filip Zadina. The pressure's off. You've got 3 years on a deal on a contract that basically says you could be worse. I'm just throwing this out there. So I don't actually mean this, but if you were judging players only by their numbers, think about this. You could be worse than Adam Ernie right now, who makes $2.1 million. You are now Filip Zadina at 1.8. I'm not saying that's really how we're going to equate this. We all know that, but I'm just saying the pressure's off. The pressure's off in so many different ways, shapes, and forms for Zadina. For the Detroit Red Wings, the Detroit Red Wings have no pressure to move this guy. He doesn't have a number that's going to hurt this team. Very comfortable number. This is good all around. I just couldn't be more excited about this. And now we have a guy too that I think as we move forward, we've been talking on and off. Our last episode, if you guys want to check that out, was about pre-training camp rosters. And we've been talking about, what was the likelihood that Zadina would still be on this team. And we really wanted to see either that contract signed or some sort of decision. But now we know we have that decision in there. Now we can start to pen this guy in a different spots in the roster. Maybe pencil's more accurate. But again, I think we're getting further away from the conversations of a movement on Filip Zadina, and hopefully this video lasts more than 5 minutes. We don't find out that, this is like a sign and movement deal. I don't know, but if we're talking about him sticking on the team, thumbs up all around. I'm happy. I hope you're happy. And of course, this, as everything produced on Red Wings Rant, brought to you by DraftKings and Raycon. Raycon, head on over to buyraycon.com/THPN. Use promo code THPN to get 15% off And then for DraftKings, use promo code THPN to keep everything rolling. Guys, good move. Super movable contract. So again, if that does actually happen, if he sticks around for 3 years, we get to see what happens with Zadina. Let's sign off, guys. Enjoy your weekend. I hope you're happy about this. You should be. And I'll talk to you guys later when we go live for our next episode. Have a good one.